Hi there, it's Todd Smith, your member of Provincial Parliament for Bay of Quinte and Ontario's Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, back in my Rossmore constituency office this week for your COVID-19 update. A lot of great things are happening as vaccinations are really starting to roll out. Of course, we were waiting to receive those vaccinations from the federal government, and many of them are starting to pour into the province now, and you're seeing the rollout continuing at regional centers that have been put up by the local health units, and you're also seeing it happen at our hospitals as well as happening at some pharmacies in the region, and we'll look to see that starting to roll out more as the AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson vaccine become available, where people younger will be able to get out to the pharmacy and receive their immunization. The province launching its major portal for the province, and that is ontario.ca/book vaccine, and tens of thousands of Ontarians over the age of 80 have been able to get their immunizations scheduled on that website, and the launch of that website taking place on Monday, the 15th of March. And there's also a 1-800 number. It's not a 1-800 number, it's a 1-888 number, 1-888-999-6488 is the number you can call if you don't have access to the internet, or if for some reason you're running into some snags on the online application. You can do it on the phone, and again, that's 1-888-999-6488. And right now, as of today, we're looking at getting people over the age of 80 registered first for their vaccination. So if you turn 80 at any time in 2021, then you can get registered to receive your vaccination. And from what I understand, you don't have to wait long. Once you get vaccinated, you can get it rather quickly, and that is happening quite promptly. So that's good news for local residents in the Bay of Quinte. Also, pre-registrations are taking place at the Hastings and Prince Edward Public Health Unit website for anybody who's over the age of 65. So you can click on and register yourself or your loved one who's in that age group to get a call or be contacted by the health unit when it's your turn to get the vaccination. And the place to do that is at hpepublichealth.ca. That's hpepublichealth.ca. And then just follow the icon for vaccinations, and you can get the information. A lot of people have been guided there and have been getting in the local health unit portal and then receiving the contact when it's their time to go to Loyalist College to get the immunization, or possibly down to Prince Edward Community Center in Picton to receive the vaccination there. At the same time, Quinte Healthcare is continuing to offer vaccinations to frontline healthcare workers at the local hospitals, and those high priority workers are first on the list, and you can get information there at qhc.on.ca if you fall into one of those categories where you're a high priority healthcare worker. Then you can contact Quinte Healthcare and get the information at qhc.on.ca to get vaccinated at the local hospital. So this is really good news. Case counts in Hastings and Prince Edward County's health unit continue to be very low. The last couple of days, 0 cases in the Quinte region, which is great. And we continue to lead the way in the province as far as low case counts of COVID-19 go. We did see a bit of an upsurge in the provincial numbers as of late. And I think that's in large part because the variants of concern are becoming the dominant strain of COVID-19, not the classic COVID as we're calling it now, but these new variants of COVID-19 are becoming the dominant strain. Upwards of 40 to 45% of the new cases are the VOCs, as they're called. And those do tend to spread faster in the community than classic COVID was spreading, and that's causing a bit of an increase in the number of cases. Our schools continue to be performing extremely well, and we are doing some testing at our local schools with the rapid tests. And by all accounts, everybody's ready for a break. There's no question about that. It's been a long, hard winter, and we are looking forward to April when we have the Easter break, followed by the spring break in April, and hopefully the numbers stay where they are locally and everybody will get that well-deserved break that they're looking for come this spring. At the same time as the vaccines are rolling out, I can tell you that the business support grants have been rolling out as well. We've really beefed up that program. $1.1 billion has gone out to small businesses across the province, including many here in the Quinte region. And we just added an extra $300 million into that fund because they're still working their way through all of the applications that they receive from small businesses. That's the $10,000 grant upwards to $20,000, and business owners can use that however they see fit. So businesses are continuing to apply for that support. And if you want more information on all of the business supports that are available to you, you can go to covidsupports.ca/Bay of Quinte. That's the website that we've launched here at my office. Again, that's covidsupports.ca/Bay of Quinte. You can get all of the information on the Ontario Small Business Support Grant, or the rent breaks, or the wage subsidies, or the sick leave. All of that is right there. Those are federal and provincial programs that are available to businesses right across the Quinte region. Of course, the one thing we want to ensure is that those businesses remain open, and the great job that we're doing in the Quinte region of keeping case counts low will hopefully ensure that our business people who are now back up and running are able to continue to do so. Some good news on the business front too, and that is the February numbers have come out for job creation. We've seen over 100,000 new jobs that have been created in Ontario in February. So that's really good news as we start to see the increase of economic activity after the lockdowns. And of course, a large part of the province still remains in the gray or red zones, which is limiting activity. Once those areas get out of lockdown and the vaccines start to spread into the general population, Ontario is going to see an economic recovery like we've never seen before. And I know we're really looking forward to getting things back to normal as quickly as we possibly can. On that front, budget day has been set for the province of Ontario. It's not Wednesday the 17th, it's Wednesday the 24th, so a week from Wednesday. And it's going to be a great news budget. I've had a sneak preview of it, and I know a lot of people are anxious about the budget for 2021, and our Minister, Peter Bethlen-Falvey, is anxious to get it out the door and get all of the great news out there to businesses and residents of the province of Ontario as we look towards the economic recovery here in Ontario. On the economic recovery and support for people, we were able to announce this past week an increase in funding to the Social Services Relief Fund in Ontario. And this is the third or fourth installment of SSRF funding, which has gone in Hastings County to Hastings County. They are our service provider, and in Prince Edward County to Prince Edward Lennox Social Services. And both of those two service providers have received in excess of $2 million to be put towards helping people that are struggling at this time, whether it be at food banks or at homeless shelters or transitional housing and all those types of facilities. So Pellis and also Hastings County have been recipients of social services relief funding. In my ministry, I was able to announce almost $3 million for fetal alcohol spectrum disorder to enhance diagnostic services in that sector for young people that have been diagnosed with FASD, and really, really important funding that we were able to announce there. So again, Budget Day is planned for next week, the 24th of March in the province of Ontario. Hopefully we can keep the COVID case count under control here in the Bay of Quinte region, as we have been doing, and keep it flatlining or declining if we possibly can across the rest of the province too, in some of the hot zones. But as of now, just a reminder, you can get all of the information that you need on vaccinations at ontario.ca/book vaccine for those who are 80 and above, or at hpepublichealth.ca. That'll get you all of the information on the vaccine rollout locally. And again, I just want to give a big thumbs up to everybody working so hard at the Hastings Prince Edward Public Health Unit, all of our municipal partners that have played a role in ensuring that facilities are available to get the vaccines into the arms. And again, our community paramedics who are doing fantastic work in the Quinte region. And of course, all of our frontline workers that have been out there on the front lines of healthcare and in the service and retail industry as well. Let's stay safe, Bay of Quinte, and we'll talk to you in a week's time with another update on COVID-19 from Queen's Park. I'm Todd.